Over the last few days, we have learned about some of the great wars and battles this world has seen. From the two world wars and the Cold War, to the Iraq War and the War on Terror. Our studies culminated yesterday with a reading and in-depth discussion of the picture book The Enemy. The Enemy was written by David Kali and was illustrated by Serge Bloch. Set in a war that could be any war, the story is narrated by a soldier who tells of his loneliness, deprivation, fear, irritation, and finally his resolve to end his part in the fighting. What does the book tell us about the nature of the enemy? Is there more than one enemy in this story? How would you feel if you were the soldier? These are just some of the questions we discussed in detail yesterday, and your answers to them might be helpful in completing your next task. In your groups, I want you to use Microsoft Photo Story 3 to create a 5-minute drama that picks up where the story in The Enemy ends. In other words, the picture on the screen now is your starting point. What do you think happens next? Does the war end? Do the soldiers ever meet? Do they both survive? The possibilities are endless, so get your thinking caps on. Before rushing into creating your digital story, don't forget that there are a number of important steps that you must complete. Step 1 is to hold a group meeting to discuss and brainstorm your ideas for this project. As well as the plot and characters, don't forget to discuss the practicalities of the digital story itself. For example, will you scan, draw, or take your own photos? Who will narrate the drama? Will music be added, or is music needed at all? It is also very important that you keep a detailed record of these discussions, and it might be a good idea to appoint somebody to be the official note-taker. Step 2 is to plan and compose a storyboard for your drama in written format, using the template shown here. It may take a few drafts to get the storyboard right, but remember that this is the most important step. If your story is not up to scratch, no amount of digital bells and whistles will improve it. When your group is satisfied with the storyboard, please leave a copy on my desk for review. I will then give you some feedback before you move on to create your digital piece. Step 3 then is the most exciting part. It's time to create your photo story. Use your group iPad and/or the class digital camera to take the photos that you have agreed. Import them into Photo Story and arrange them according to your storyboard. You should then add your narration and any sound effects or music that you have decided upon. Step 4 is where you edit your drama. This involves going back over the story and deciding if any changes need to be made. Is there something that doesn't quite make the cut? Now is the time to decide. Finally, step 5 is to publish your digital story. All stories must be fully complete by January the 30th, and we will hold a special movie premiere in the GP Hall on the 1st of February. The principal, teachers and the students of 3rd and 4th class will attend, and the principal will choose one story to be the digital story of 2018. This will then be published on the school website for everyone to see. So there you have it. Your task as a group is to use Photo Story 3 to create a 5-minute drama which begins where The Enemy ends. Don't forget that the movie premiere will be on the 1st of February and that everything must be fully complete by January 30th. The very best of luck.